When we see ourselves as our greatest commodity, we will find that our lives will take a turn for the better. I'm talking about 360 turn. You know why? Because the way that our bodies are designed, our mind, body, and soul work in an intertwined way. And when one or all of those functions are out of whack, guess what? Nothing else will work. We will not tick the way that we need to tick. We will not talk the way that we need to talk. Our tick and our talk, it'll be out of whack because we're out of whack. On the road to healing, on the road to recovery, the one quintessential truth that I hold to is that my mind, my body, and my soul need to work in sync for healing to be executed. For me to actually walk over the threshold of healing, my mind, my body, and my soul need to work together. So if my mental health is out of whack, things are not going to go in my favor. If my body physiologically is out of whack, things are not going to work in my favor. And God forbid, from a soul space, if I'm depraved, things are not going to work together. Mind, body, and soul. We were created this way. This is how God would want us to function. He would want us to function out of healthy bodies, taking control and managing what we put inside the vessels that we are lent, because everyone has an expiration date. So we are lent these bodies, okay? We do not own them. We are lent them. From ashes and dust you were created, and from ashes and dust you are going back. So what are you going to do with the body that God has given you to manage? Our minds. The eyes are the gates to what comes into our reasoning and our rationale. Our ears are the gates to what we hear. But your frontal lobe, which is right here, is rationalizing what you see. And it's so important to guard your eyes. Guard your eyes from the things that you see, because your mind will take a photo and you cannot erase it. It will be recalled. It can be recalled. The things that you hear work along with the rationale cognitively in your mind. And therefore you're replaying things that you were told. Those things can taunt you and daunt you as if they were present in a space with you because you heard them. So you must guard your ears. Your soul. Your soul is that innermost space where, just like your heart, no one has physical control over your soul. It's visceral. It is visceral. It is not physical. Your soul is the part of you that you actually need to commune with. You feed your soul through prayer. You feed your soul through meditation. You feed your soul through quiet moments and reflection in God's nature. You feed your soul. Mind, body, and soul. I'm telling you, as I move up the ladder of healing in my life, and I'm getting ready to go to the next step of my healing journey, I am charged to share these things with you. We don't need any more master classes. We don't need any more symposiums. We don't need any more TED Talks. We need to talk to one another on this free social platform. Remove the almighty dollar and do the good work and watch how it comes back to you. That's God. When you take the price labels off of information and you start to give people organically the things that you have learned, nothing but good can come back to you. Why? Because that's energy. And I'm a believer in Christ. I do not believe in astrology. I do not believe in the science around energy as it is spoken of from a non-Christian perspective, but I do believe in principalities. I do believe in the spiritual forces of good and evil that are present that we cannot see. And one thing I know is that you are what you eat. and you feed into the goodness of who God created you to be, and it comes right back to you. You feed into the darkness that we all have the potential to be, and it will come right back to us. Let's share. Let's give. Don't worry about how you are going to receive, because it's better to give than to receive. Don't block your blessings because you're trying to calculate pennies when God can give you thousands. Don't block your thousands because you're trying to calculate thousands and God can give you a nation. Do you know that social media is worldwide? It's global. So every single follower, especially organic followers, is an acquisition of wealth, because you have then gained an ear, and it will come back to you by law of reciprocation. What you give out will come back to you. So when we look at the social media influencers, we look at numbers, we look at likes, but what about the content? But if you look at social media influencers who are also influencing, yet they don't have a blue tick, they don't have a status that can be boasted of, but their content is heavy and it's weighted on self-development and the betterment of other human beings, best believe that those followers are organic. They're organic followers they're organic followers who can actually appreciate the content, and that person is gaining a tribe of people with like-minded understanding, which is way wealthier, which will make you a way wealthier person than likes and ticks, than a check from a social media platform, when you actually have real human beings who believe in what you're saying. And these real human beings can take your content, pass it on to the next person, allow for your name to travel around the globe in multiple countries. We are at a place now where we can invest in ourselves, we can invest in our voices, in our perspectives, and we can actually use the things that we believe. We can use the things that are most dear to us, and we can give those out. We can actually give information. It should be free to give information. I hope that you have received from this post, and you know what? I would like, if you would like, subscribe, drop a comment, pass the video on. We all need to be coached on looking away from money, because that's fleeting and it's fading. Money is great. Income is great. Wealth is great. But what's better? The stability of your mind, your body, and your soul.